You know what?
What?
I loved you guys breaking down the game, but I also want to hear what Tigov spotted in this last game of the series. In all the games, ooh, he's gonna give us a breakdown of the OG playstyle.
What the hell?
Yes, thank you, Shiva. And as you can see, we're going to be looking at Game 1 and talking about how OG is one of the best teams in the world right now at playing a slow-paced start to the game, but then being able to quickly accelerate their pace and just outplay their team. We see here in this first highlight, a small quirky play from Team OG was actually, they didn't take their first bounty rune on that top or the bot side of Dire, actually allowing at 3 minutes 15 for Tiny to quickly nab this bounty rune and remain active. That is the key thing that we want to talk about here. It's OG are always remaining active on the map at all points of the game. As we move into the second highlight, you can see as well, it's all about mirror movements and how Topson, he floods towards this bot side of the map, trying to contest his bounty rune. Fogged mentioned it during the cast, how Topson really likes to gravitate into these bounty rune fights and really force the objective. But look at Weeha. He himself, post-TI, tries to mirror Topson's playstyle, unfortunately a little bit slower than Topson himself, moving towards top, whilst meanwhile, Tiny's coming back into mid. Weeha actually fails, if you fast forward a little bit, he fails to actually get the kill, diving deep under the tower for Io and Sven. It's these small plays that activates OG's lineup. We've got the fact that Tiny, he's been able to pressure bot lane, he's now got a free mid lane to himself. Meanwhile, Weeha wasting all this time in top, doing, unfortunately, nothing really that effective. If we mirror this into Game 2 as well, it's the same type of movements that OG make time and time again. If we look at this third highlight, as I quickly clear away. It's the same situation, and look at the effectiveness of this Dark Willow, stacking the Ancient Camp, moving towards mid. This is around that 6-minute mark. Tiny actually picks up an Invis rune. And just don't forget, like right now, Weeha has just moved top. He attempted to make a play in this top area of the map. And not only that, it's now he's come back mid, and because he doesn't see Tiny and the Willow's present, he feels a lot of pressure here, and he doesn't want to hit any CS. Once again, removing him from the game. So every move right now that OG's making is trying to capitalize for this early advantage. They're not playing super aggressive, they're just playing really clean Dota. And don't forget, during this meantime, look at this Iron Sven top. They're hugging each other the entire time. There isn't any sacrificial Dota coming on from this IO. It's going to be a key point to look into the future in the next highlight. But they're pushing out the wave, allowing Darkseer to pretty much free farm if they want. But it's the fact that they are farming both hard and small camp, stacking the small camp because of levels. Now, this is what I mean. Highlight number 4. This is the critical moment in the game. It's the fact that you see Iosfen top, they're pressuring mid. Sand King, again, haven't really mentioned this yet, he's been uncontested bottom due to these rotations in the map. And wait for it, we're going to see it now. Iosfen, both level 6 at minute 9, on position 5 and carry. Bam, relocate mid. Instant pressure, swarming this mid tower. After this fight, they get a couple kills, and 20 seconds later, they instantly take this mid tower. A critical piece of strategic advancement for OG. And this is what, again, if we think about Game 2, what were they doing at minute 10, minute 11? Taking this mid tower, unlocking the jungle, enabling their early lead that they're trying to capitalize on. Now, you think, the second final highlight right now is the fact that this top fight right here, as I point at the correct area of the map, you think this is pretty that bad for OG. But then, if I fast forward quickly, look at the respawn. They've just taken a fight top, and they're Morphling. He can't really do much. But meanwhile, they've got a catapult wave bottom, only a Darkseer there once again. They take away this bot tier 1 tower. And unfortunately for Team Nigma, they have nothing to stop them. Iosfen, after taking this bot tier 1 tower, can swarm through the jungle, can capitalize on this early mid tier 1 and bottom tier 1 tower falling, and they can just make their lead unfightable. Game 2, think about it, the same philosophies are being played out. It's this OG aggression in laning phase, capitalizing on mid tower and occupying the jungle. Playing a slow start to the game, but then as soon as they hit their timing, that big factor for them, then they just take over the game. And again, to be very clear, because of the loss of this mid tier 1 tower, because of the loss of this bot tier 1 tower, they now pretty much occupy this portion of the map. Team Nigma are playing within this small window, and this is no way to play out the game at this point. And props to OG for playing such a beautiful, clean game of Dota in Game 1, and the philosophies, Game 2 as well. So we're going to toss to a break, and hopefully we can see OG play the same way. The studio, sorry. I've been lied to. Goddamn production. We're going to the studio because there's more stuff to be said. Thank you.
Oh my goodness. Bro.
Fired!
Fired.
T-Gov, it's been nice working with you, but that's it. End of the road? Nah, thank you for that break. Thank you for that break.